Hey guys, this is Candy once again. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. Yes, today's video will be box braids. I am going to be attempting the knotless box braids pretty much for the first time. Yes, so we're in for this adventure together. So I'm starting off by, trying to get the parts as straight as possible, which can be a pain in the neck, especially when you're doing a video. But yeah, we're pushing through, and I'm gonna be doing fairly big braids, medium large sized braids, and I'm using my Let's Jam, of course, to slick down the root area so that the braids are neat. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and applying that to the section. And in order to do the knotless technique, you guys, and like I said, I'm learning. So I'm starting off by braiding my own hair. I actually did one revolution of braid, then I'm attaching a small piece of the braiding hair. And for today's style, I'm using the Bobby Boss pre-stretched braiding hair. I'm going ahead and adding another piece, and initially for each piece of hair that I add, I do 2 revolutions of braiding, and then I add another piece just to make the braid get thicker as you go along. Of course, you're going to add pieces of hair, depending on the size of the braid that you want. So I'm doing, fairly bigger pieces because I'm trying to go with large braids. And guys, I'm on the patio in the back, so pardon the chirping of the birds and the buzzing of the bees and the sound of the turnpike. Yeah. All right, so again, I'm using my pointer finger and my thumb to grab the piece of hair, and then once I grab it, then I just go ahead and continue the braiding process. And this is supposed to give it that nice seamless illusion so that the hair is not detectable. You won't see where the piece of hair is added each time. It should look nice and smooth, and then you keep adding until you have the desired thickness. Then you just go ahead and braid it regular without adding any more hair to the braid. All right, so now that I've achieved the medium large braid size that I'm going for, I'm just gonna go ahead and do your regular braid all the way down to the end. This hair is fairly long, you guys. It's a little bit longer than normal, well, than my normal braiding hair length. It's a little bit past the waist. It's about 54 inches, and yeah, you can see the thickness that I went for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just braid that down all the way to the very ends. And guys, when you use pre-stretched hair, it makes all the difference. I can tell you, it saves you time. It saves you the whole cleanup process, because you're not having to feather the hair yourself, and so you're not making as much of a mess as you would if you had to do that whole process. So yeah, if you can find pre-stretched or feathered braiding hair, then I would advise that you go ahead and opt for using that over the regular one. And just like that, you guys, my neighbor has started the lawn mowing process. Like, wow, how convenient. How convenient. All right, let's see if we can get this thing done really quick. Braiding all the way out to the end, like I said before. I mean, I was quite fine with the whole chirping of the birds and all of those nature induced sounds. But now we're talking about mechanics and machinery, and it's not a good look, not a good sound. So, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. So let's push through with this video, you guys. Ignore the loud sound in the background. All right, and there you have it. I have braided it all the way to the end, and yeah, it's not looking too bad, not bad for a first attempt. Yeah, and so we're gonna just continue on with the process. I went ahead and did a couple more in the back, and now I am gonna go ahead and start that portion of here to the side. And I went ahead and did maybe 2-inch 2-inch boxes for my parts. You know, they're 2 inches in width, and so that would give me the desired size that I'm going for. If you want them smaller, of course you could make smaller boxes and you can use smaller pieces of hair, but for today's look, this is what we are going with. All right, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and start off the braiding process as if you are braiding your own hair. 1, 2 revolutions, then I'm gonna be adding a piece of hair. And as you guys can see, as I mentioned, the thickness of the hair, it's fairly thick because of the size braids that I'm going with. Yeah, guys, I'm truly asking you guys to just, you know, slide me one this time, because I'm not feeling like starting over the voiceover. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just push through with this lawnmower sound in the background. We're gonna push through. Just forgive me on this one, please. I'm begging you, please, I'm begging you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead now and two revolutions, add a piece of hair, grab it in between the index and the thumb, and just continue braiding. Once you grab the hair in between, one piece of side of the hair between the index and the thumb, it will actually give you that seamless braid without, you know, it showing that bulk where it is joined. So it's not easily detectable, and it doesn't show easily where the hair has been joined. And that's the look that you're going for, and that's what you're trying to achieve. All right, so we're on the last braid, and I went ahead and did a middle part. And of course, I can flip it, either way. I can flip it to the side if I want, but I just wanted to ensure that I have a dedicated center part so that I have the option of wearing it both ways. All right, so I'm going ahead starting the braid off with my own hair. Adding a piece of hair in between my thumb and index and continuing to braid. And guys, I promise that as soon as I master this technique, I will come back with a more detailed and a more beneficial tutorial for you guys. I'm adding another piece of the hair. And as I said, I did like two braids or two rotations. I don't know what you call it, rotations, before adding the hair. So after every two revolution or rotation or whatever you call it, I go ahead and add a piece more hair until I get the desired thickness, and then I just go ahead and continue braiding without adding any more pieces of the braiding hair. All right. So we are all done with the braiding, you guys. Yes. I don't know if you can see how long it is. It's super long, like past my waistline. All right. So now I am pretty much getting ready to do the dipping, because of course braiding here tends to be very stiff, have a little bit of flip frizzes and flyaways, and the hot water helps just to tame that. So what I did, I went ahead and made a bantu knot, or what we call in Jamaica as a Chinese bump at the end, in order to create a little bit of curl. Usually I would use my perm rods, but I didn't want the curls to be as tight as I would achieve if I use a perm rod, so I just opted to do the bantu knot technique, just so I get waves instead of tight curls. All right, so yeah, that's it right there. And I just did two, one on each side, and that should be perfect. All right, so I'm all suited up with my towel, and now it's time for the dip. Be careful, you guys. I cannot stress enough how important it is to be super duper careful. You want to dip the hair as far down as possible. I mean, you don't want to scorch your own hair, but you kind of want to get it, a little bit further up to the top, so that that portion of the hair is also, you know, softened. All right, look at that wave, you guys. Look at the wave. Okay. Yeah. So as soon as you take them down, you see those nice loose curls, which is, you know, the look that I was going for. And guys, this is the finished look. Yeah, shout out to my church, the hairdo. This is how the hair turned out, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was my pleasure doing this video. As I said, I will do another one soon to give you guys a more accurate version of the style. So thank you guys, and until next time, stay tuned, stay blessed, and love you guys. Bye.